This is an audio recording. I'm still trying to think about what I'm going to say in this recording. So I wanted to bring out the topic of how, I don't know, I guess the Egyptian and Kemetic theology is solely based on the principles of any kind of aspect like truth, order, justice, spiritual, physical, discipline, all of these attributes that one can have. Well, see what RFG Chosen One, what he says in his videos, or what he had said in one of his videos that he had posted on his channel. Something with having to do with there's a feminine aspect and a masculine aspect of the so-called Luciferian energy, which is just the power of the dark fluid, the dark melanin that one can have in the brain. And it all depends on how you use it, because, as a metaphysical medium, because, there are many sides to everything. So when one says Lucifer and one says Satan, they're two totally different. Those two beings, or those two theologies, are two different sides of the coin. So when you say like Luciferian or Lucifer, that just means the dark, powerful aspect that one can have within the brain. But when you say satanic or Satan, that just signifies the planet Saturn, and it also has to do with the many deities that Saturn or Satan can be, because I don't know, I might have mentioned this in a few of my other videos, but there are many, many, many aspects of what, a universal thought or a being can be, even though that specific frequency of the word has been pushed by, say, like religious groups or cult groups, like during all of this time that humans have been on Earth, like a certain kind of word, or what the word may truly signify, has been somewhat diluted or watered down, or completely just some people may have just completely butchered what the word had truly mean in the first place. And see, this is what certain kinds of people have been doing for a very, very, very long time. Just because, like, they want a certain kind of narrative on what could truly, like, control a person's mind, and it's crazy, because getting into this topic, I wanted to go over the so-called good and bad aspect of how people can be within this world. Hold on a second, you guys. There's like a loud there's like a loud television thing going on in this room. This guy on the internet. He's always like screaming. But anyway, like I was saying, so I wanted to somewhat get into the masculine aspect of something and then a feminine aspect of something, because we all know, us as spiritually knowing people, we know that the feminine aspect of say Hathor, or the Kemetic deity Hathor, or like someone we know today as a Doja Cat, or a Nicki Minaj, a Megan Thee Stallion, what other famous female singers? I don't know, I guess you could say Beyonce too, I don't know. See, all of these women, truly, they're only there to operate off of a specific kind of frequency or a vibration. These females are set in place to to control these people's minds by putting on concerts, and they would sing and everything. But most people don't realize that what they're doing, they're using some kind of feminine, like a specific kind of feminine aspect. They're using that energy for a specific purpose, but the feminine aspect is actually, what we see with the two physical eyes, the pleasure feeling. See what else? See, anything that has to do with mundaneness, not really breaking through the surface of what really matters. They use their spiritual power to somewhat control somebody's mind, or say like a man's mind. Like, they know with that feminine aspect, that negative feminine aspect, they know that they can control a guy's mind by doing what she wants him to do, just because she physically looks pretty. She thinks that she can just like whisk up a guy, and that he'll follow her through mundaneness, through falsity, not in a way she's not really being her true self. It's her soul has been corrupted. Her soul has been watered down. So she believes she can do all of these things to people, because she believes that if she keeps her looks And the feminine aspect of Lucifer, kind of more defined. I'm trying to explain in detail what the feminine aspect of Lucifer can really do, to a person's psyche, especially a man's psyche. Just because she thinks she's the bomb, that she's pretty, she can just get any guy, control him to do to do her every whim, to do what she wants. And that's why most of the women of today, they will, they see a guy or a few guys that they know that they can control. They're not really going to the guy genuinely expecting them to take care of her, spiritually, because she feels that, the Doja Cats, Harley Quinns, Hathor women, like they just think that they can manipulate anybody by by having these choosing signals to like certain guys, and then eventually the guy is gonna fall for them, if they push hard enough on the guy. But they're not doing it for genuine reasons. They're only doing it so that they can like have a come up with this guy or something, And I find it interesting that I guess this is gonna happen sooner or later, but you don't really hear about a woman being humble or genuine or even remotely nice anymore, because the system is all about, this matrix system. It's all about just leveling up with these people. It's all about having a come up with some person or some of these people that have money, and it's just, nowadays it's just all about, what somebody can give that person, but it's not, like the transaction between those people it's just not, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just want to say it's just not a pure, like, good, genuine, like, kind of relationship anymore. It's just all about, trying to level up with this person because they have money, and not really focusing on like a family thing, because, it's just all about, I don't know, it's just all about what they can get from that person. And it's just like, well, it's not all about that, it's just, I don't know, it's just, so I'm here to say in this recording that it's sad, but I don't think there is, I don't think there is anything, I don't think there is such a thing as a good woman anymore. There isn't. And it's a sad reality. It's a sad reality that we have to go through this. That we have to go through all of these trifling people nowadays, that only want to use a person for what they have, and not really looking at the person for who the person is. I mean, that's non-existent today. So, yeah. See, we're getting a little bit of thunder in my area. It's nice having the rain. So yeah, anyway, so during this quarantine time, this is when, you know, all consciousness is watching. The Most High is watching, you know. The Kemetic forces, the Kemetic and spiritual forces are watching humanity right now, just to see what we're capable of doing and what we do on a daily basis. So it is a critical time to go within yourself, do some soul searching, reflect. I just wanted to come out with this message because I truly feel that there are no good women left nowadays. Maybe, you know, it's so hard to tell, like, who's genuine nowadays, because everybody's just trying to hide who they are. People don't trust one another anymore. And it's a really sad thing, but I mean, only you can change you, you know, but most people don't change because of spiritual matters. See, if people just lost the ability to see with their two eyes, like, they wouldn't care, because they know they're not looking at anything. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, if you cover your eyes and just, I don't know, and just sit down and think for a second, like, in this life, it's just so hard to focus on anything, especially here in the United States. It's like, and I think that this quarantine is really, I think it's really pushing people. It's really trying to, it's really trying to see, like this time right now, like, it's really interesting to see, like, how far people are gonna go with things. You know, what truly matters to them, like, that's gonna be revealed too. Like everything spiritual and metaphysical just does not matter to women nowadays. Like, they don't care about it. And I may be the only one who is really even talking about this kind of stuff right now, and it's sad. Because I may be the only female who really gives a crap about, you know, where I could go spiritually, and not just focus on, like, what I'm seeing in front of me all the time. Like, I just think it's just so hard for most women to cope, like, because if they're not seeing something like that's worth investing in, physically, you know, what they can touch or see that's pleasing to the eye, like, most women just don't care about that. They really don't. They don't care about the spiritual, because it's like an invisible force. You can't see it. So of course they're not going to care. Most women don't. So I wanted to bring that out there. So yeah, you guys. See, and I was listening to someone today talk about this, and the men just want like a good. They just want like a woman who would be like a good friend and a companion, but somebody who actually just cares about them. And I just think that's hard to find nowadays because the females don't care about the guy's personality. They don't care about who the guy is. They don't care about what kind of soul he has. Just as long as the man can provide for them, just as long as the man can have money all the time, they just care about, most women of today just care about where they can go in this world physically, not spiritually. And it's an empty route to take. I mean, you don't have to be religious or anything. Just, I don't know. Because most females, most women don't care about religion either. I don't care about religion either, but I care about my soul and, where where I could possibly go like after this life because in a way I just think that matters. That matters. But women, they don't, most women of today, they don't want to think about, they just want, they just want to look pretty all the time, and wear makeup and all that crap, just to impress a man who's going to give them money so that they can come up somehow. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just like I'm thinking like when females do this, especially like in the LA area and stuff, like I just think, well, yeah, well, they're never going to be truly happy or content because they're always trying to, I don't know. They're always trying to like just see what they can get out of these people, like, and they're not truly nice anymore. No, they're not truly genuine or humble anymore, and they don't care about who the person is on the inside. They can pretend that they're nice to you, but in reality, it's just like there's some kind of interior motive, like there always is. Like it's always there's always some kind of interior motive with these females out here. And they're not truly genuine people anymore. Like this is a rare thing to find in a woman now. And I may be one of the only few women who actually care for my spouse's personality, who he is, and it's funny because most females don't realize that they don't want to start from the bottom with a man. They don't want to start from the bottom with a man. They just want the money like right now, like in an instant. Like most of these women, these females today will get with a man just because they know that he can provide them with money like right away. Most females of today, they don't meet a guy and just build with him from the ground up and then, be wealthy together. It's not like that anymore. Wow, the rain is coming down. Holy crap. Wow, we might get some hail. Holy crap. You guys, I'm gonna show what's happening outside. Wow. It is freaking dumping right now. Holy crap. It is dumping. Oh, it's kind of letting up a little bit. Alright. It's dumping. Alright. I'm gonna end this recording and put it on my channel. Hope you guys found this interesting, and I'll speak to you in another one soon. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.